Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the Branthwaite Productions YouTube channel, and welcome to episode 10 of Theme Park Creations, and this is it. Just 10 weeks ago I was at the start of this brand new exciting series, building the main entrance and adding in the first ride, which was this little balloon ride over here. But now here we are 10 weeks later with a really nice project that I've actually completed so far. It's actually been a very long 10 weeks. We've actually been building coasters, we've been building track rides, a dark ride, some water rides, and added in shops and facilities. But today is the day where we get to open Fairytale Kingdom for the very first time. And like I said, this is not the final finished project because I've actually got a lot more extensions to build, which is going to be doing this area up here, along with doing this area over here. So it's still a long way to go, but I thought, let's give this a bit of a trial run, to see what guests actually think of the park and what they think of the rides. What's good about it and what can be improved to make the park better. But yeah, seriously, this is it, because in the next few minutes I'm actually going to be opening Fairytale Kingdom to the guests for the very first time. But before that, let me show you some test footage of all the rides I've actually been building in the park so far, and then I'll be back to open the park. So there you go, so that was the test footage of all the rides I've actually done in the park so far. So what we need to do now is I'm actually going to close the rides for the time being, because what I've got to do now is to actually open up all the shops and facilities. I've just got to open the shops because I've actually kept the facilities open. So all we've got to do is to go through every single shop and facility, well, every shop, sorry, just to make sure that the vendors can get to the shops on time, get it ready, because our guests are going to be on their way very shortly. So we just click on the green button to open up the shop. As you may notice here, you can actually see it's actually in orange because there's no staff members as yet. But once we've actually done that, so I'll just play it now so we can actually see our staff members. So there we go, so all the shops are open, and we should be able to see some vendors coming out from the staff building. Yep, I'm going to see one or two coming out, so they're going to go to their shops. And what we need to do now is to actually open up the rides and then get this park open for our guests. So let's open up these rides. So again, we're going to go into our attractions, we're going to open all the rides up, and we're going to take it from there. Right, so here we are then at the front entrance of Fairytale Kingdom, and as you may notice, you can actually see some staff members here. I've actually been hiring out some staff members and actually putting in webcams as well, which I've actually been doing behind the scenes. I was going to do it on record, but unfortunately it would take a little bit of a long time to do. But I just want to get this park open and see what our guests actually think of the park. So let's actually go into our overview. We've got 2,000. Shall we keep it at 2,000 strawberry? I'll tell you what, let's put it at 1,500. And all we've got left to do now is to actually press the green button, which will allow me to open the park. So here we go, and here come our guests. And they're going to be going through this, it looks like some sort of trams. Don't know, it's like a, yeah, it's like a walked, yeah, it's like a gate, I think. Yeah, it's the park entrance, so our guests are actually now going to come out. You can actually see them coming out right here. Yep, so there they go. So I'm just going to get you some really nice views of the guests actually coming through into the gate. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually now going to stop recording, and I'll let you just get on with watching the guests enjoying the rides.
Millennial city television. You're built on the fire and get your ass.
So here we are, the park is now in full swing, and you can actually see here, the guests are all having a really good time. They're all saying that the rides are really good value, great scenery, a really good value for money. However, the only problems with some of the most popular rides is that the queues are going to be really, really long, because the more higher the star rating, the more theming you put on there, and the more guests that want to ride it. So that's the only thing that is only concerning guests. But yeah, seriously, yeah, everyone's having a really good time. And on our graphs, you can actually see here, we've actually got a lot of guests in the park. Finances are okay so far. But yeah, the guests seem to be having a really nice time again. You can actually see we've got lots of demographics here. So we've got 35% adult groups, 36% teens and family, 29%. You can actually see here we've got the costs that they spend on rides, coasters, gift shops, food spend, drink, ATMs. You can see the average time, the total spend. But yeah, seriously, it tells you how well guests are actually doing. First aid and happiness are very good. However, it's just the energy, hunger, thirst and toilet levels that are in the middle, but it's looking really good so far. So here we are then, back where we started, but sadly it is now time for the park to close, and we're going to have a look at the guests' thoughts, see what they actually think about the park, and if they would come back again. So what we're going to do now, I've already closed the park. You can see that the gates, the entrance is lit up in red, all the rides are now closed, and all the guests are now going to be going home, and the park will remain really quiet, and getting ready for episode 11 next week to expand the park. So here we go. So there you go, that is it. Everybody has now gone home, all the rides are now closed, and of course the park now remains really quiet, and I'll be focusing on doing some more extensions in episode 11, which will be next week. And can I just say, this was a very, very fun episode, and I really enjoyed showing you all the different rides that were being tested round at the start, and then of course we then had some more footage of me filming the guests actually on the rides and enjoying themselves. And at the end of the day, a lot of people said that the park was really, really good. And like I said, all I've just got to do now is to actually focus on the lighting issues, which are actually all around the park. You can actually see here, and most of the park have lights, but it's just the water rides and the little cars ride here, you know, just to make it a bit more brighter, and you know, just to make it more visible to see. But yeah, seriously, episode 10, it was really, really good, you know, just a trial run of the park to see what guests actually think of the park, you know, to see what is good about it and what actually needs improving. But yeah, seriously, it really has been a good episode. Next week in episode 11, I'm actually going to be starting work on expanding this area here, so I'm just going to quickly put it to daytime mode. So the area here, just where all the shops are and that, and near the Dragon Coaster, we're actually going to be starting work on expanding this area. So probably like a little boat ride would be really nice, or a few other fairground rides, or even a track ride, but I don't know, you'll just have to find out in next week's episode. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Theme Park Creations. It was really, really fun to show you all the rides going around in action, and of course the park guests actually enjoying all the rides. But anyway, thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and remember, keep on filming and keep on editing. See you all in the next video.